Shalom, call halal, Yahal Bashem, Yahal Shah Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles that taught us his truth, and the elders on down. Salutations to the elect. I wanted to just something on my mind I had ran across, to show that, this earth, as we know it, is going to hell. It tell you in the last days, perilous times shall come. I think that's, let me see, that's Timothy 3:1. Yeah. Knowing this first, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall, perilous means what? Dangerous. Men shall be lovers of themselves. So that's what's going on. You got, for one, that's being conceited, being self-centered, pride, arrogant. And that's also meaning gender, like a man loving another man, which is what homosexuality, which is growing out of control, Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemous, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent. That means like do whatever you want, if it feels YOLO and all of that. Fierce, despisers of those that which is good. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. So, but the main point I wanted to hit is like these perilous times are here, not just with the condition of the planet, but the morals. This devil has destroyed the little morals the people did have. As time go on, things is getting worse. This is Revelations 11 and 18. And it said, and the nations were angry that thy wrath is come, and that the time of the dead that they should be judged, and thou shalt give us reward unto thy servants the prophets. See, showing that the true servants of the Lord is the men out there prophesying, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great. And shouldest destroy them that destroy the earth. And when you go into that word destroy, the elder Alfonso on board of that account shows that to like destroy something, and I should destroy them that destroy the earth. So this earth is just destroyed. The people, the minds of the people is gone. The condition of the earth, the water, the air. So this devil is like on a destructive path. But one of the main points I want to hit is it got something called, the purpose of the video is something called Galentine's Day. And one thing Esau want to do, see, with this devil, everything goes back to population control. Because remember, if you look at the Georgia Guidestones, their first commandment, in their mind, a commandment, or their first goal to achieve is to depopulate the earth to 500 million. So they want to kill like 6.5 billion people from off the planet Earth. So everything like abortions, condoms, even what I'm about to read now, like just dealing with a woman, is not even wise. Even the Lord said what? Paul said through the Lord said through Paul, it's not even wise, to have like a woman now. You will have trouble in the flesh, So like if you talk to a woman, like that could be sexual harassment, especially if you at work, I advise, brother, if you at work, do not, because that could cost you your job. And these devils went from putting like sanctions on countries to putting sanctions on individuals, whether you speak the truth, at your gig. So it's like certain things you can't say, so like You know, you having sex with a woman, she could yell rape. You know, if you hurt her feelings, she could lie and said you hit her. And all these things, most of these things are stick, you know. If you flirt with her on a job, she could go to HR, Human Resources, and file for sexual harassment. You know, then if you dealt with them 10 years ago, or period, they could come back 10 years later after you know, maybe you got some money now, sitting on a few $100,000, and they could come and scream like rape on some Me Too shit, like how they did Bill Cosby. But the whole purpose of this is for this devil to cause a super division between man and woman. You know, he lied to these women and tell them, you don't need a man. You could put off having a man. You could put off having a baby. You know, your career matter. Your career is what's important. You could have sex. If a man could sleep with multiple women, you could sleep with multiple men. There's nothing wrong with that. So he's causing these women to get so rebellious that men is not even wanting to deal with them. So he got something called Galentine's Day. It says Galentine's Day is celebrated on February the 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. It's a day to leave husbands, boyfriends, and significant others at home and to gather with other women to celebrate female friendship, usually over a boozy brunch. So what these devils is pushing is that separation between man and woman. You know, a lot of men is not marrying no more. Marriage is like first-time marriage. Divorce is like at damn near 60%. And 80% of those divorces is filed by women. A lot of times you have children with these women, you don't get to see them. They take your kids and move all over the country with them. So men and women, you know, it's just coming. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. But see, this devil, he ruled through deception. You know, it says his tongue walketh through the earth. So he gets into the minds of the people to act and to behave a certain type of way. But it's all pushing towards what? Population control. So, you know, Galentine's Day, you know, they like, oh, we don't need a man. But when they get older, they call themselves looking for one. But a lot of men, they done turned to, you know, with the LB. First of all, men was outnumbered by women anyway. Then you got the LGBTQ community, you know, that is taking a lot of men away. So you don't really have a lot of men out here, you know, I'm talking about real like masculine type men, you know, like Mike Tyson in the 90s or some shit, like, you know, thoroughbred, like real masculine men. You don't have that out here no more. You know, especially with this metrosexual, this new millennial generation, Generation Zs, they call Gen Zs. You know, you don't have that no more. So it's all to depopulate the earth. Then you also have, let me get second Ezra 16 and I believe 32. Yep. I still got it. 33. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms, and the woman shall mourn having no husbands, and the daughter shall mourn having no helpers. You know, so because what? They actually destroying relationship. They empowering these women so much that, and it's not just America, it's spreading throughout the planet. You know, it's happening a lot in Asian countries too. They empowering these women so much, and they getting so rebellious that, you know, men is not even dealing with, as far as long-term relationships and as far as marriage and children. You know, that's getting thrown out the window, where intentionally the Lord didn't set it up, you know, to have it that way. But through deception, you know, this devil is causing all this chaos and havoc. You know, and the man just got so much to lose. You know, marrying a woman, having long-term relationships, or even just cohabitating with a woman. You know, it's just like trouble in the flesh, and the Lord warned us back then, it's just like too risky and too dangerous. You know, you could get way ahead and have way a lot stress and get a lot more done if you just stay single. And the Lord warned us, you know, about that. Let me get Romans. Is it Romans? No, it's 1 Corinthians 7 and 33. But it says, but I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for things that belong to the Lord, how he may please the Lord. Because really, originally, a woman was a helpmeet. You know, she was supposed to, you know, help benefit you on whatever goals that come to your mind. You know, a woman don't have goals. She don't have ambition. Her goals and ambition is to help you achieve whatever you got focused on doing in life. You know, well, for one, we men of the Lord. That's for one, serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But also on the side of that, you might want to start a boxing gym. You might want to start a trucking company. You might want to start a motorcycle rim shop, or, you know what I mean, a car lot, a car salesman. Whatever you want to do or planned on doing in life, you know, she's supposed to help you achieve whatever comes to your mind. You know, they say what you bring to the table is whatever the goals a man has. And if you're a man without goals, that's bad, you know. But the ultimate goal is the kingdom. But it shows you right here that she's a distraction, you know. And originally they wasn't set up to be that and to do that. But he that is married care for things of the world, how he may please his wife. So, like, you could still be of the elect having a woman, but you could get a lot more done not having a woman or not dealing with a woman, you know. So you got now men is just buying women, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. To you cats out there, it's all Samson with Judah in Genesis. So you got men that just purchase it, you know, and that's like, you still running a risk doing that because you could get like arrested, but that's less of a headache. And by men able to purchase, you know, buy you some box, by you able to do that, it's like, why? And that's why, like, Baltimore just legalized prostitution, or damn near legalize it. They like decriminalize it, like where you just get like a fine. And what that's going to do is men going to be like, well, if I'm getting all this sex from, you know, these different women, you know, beautiful women on the internet, why the fuck, you know, would I get married? And these women don't cook, clean, you know, it's a strong chance she leave you, take your children from you, and so on. So that's actually destroying the relationship. What these devils is very clever at doing is destroying the relationship between man and woman, you know. And you know, I deal with chicks. I got a chick I deal with, but I would not move in with her. I would not marry her. I would not get her pregnant. And you know, that's something I'm always avoided. One of the chief Gabar in the camp, he got something called SUPO. You know, strap up and pull out. So he used a condom and he pull out with the condom, because and you be like, damn, that's a little ridiculous. But he used a condom because he don't trust a woman. Then he pull out once he about to get his shit off because he don't trust a condom. Now doing that, you're gonna lose a lot of feeling, but that's how low this earth and this world became. So you gotta protect your children and you gotta protect yourself. Jeremiah 6:2. Thus said the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their Salaki, that was 3. Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither thou shalt have sons or daughters in this place. One of the brothers, he done raised his whole family from scratch, wife and all, and they all grew up, for the most part, maybe except one, and said, fuck them. They turned their back on them. And the way this world going, man, it's just not a wise move to make. We could enjoy like a family life in the kingdom, because you could get a lot more done. Not just with the scriptures, but your health, studying, saving, traveling, your clothes, your gear, your jewelry, whatever the fuck you want to, as a man, you want to focus on and put your time into. We was eating at the Cuban cafe, me and the brothers. The owner came out, Northern Tribe, and we was all chilling. He was showing off his jewelry. I think a brother said something about a wife. He was like, yo, are you kidding me? A man cannot have nice things like this having a wife. Which you can, but we get the point that he was saying. Because, you spending shit like that, like, it's just a headache, man. And these devils, this how you know your Hawashai has to return, because this shit, it can't go on more and more like this. And these women going to realize, that they actually need a man. And men is going to be so scarce, like actual real men. It's going to be so scarce. You're not going to be able to find them. And that day, Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Because a woman's supposed to know how to cook, clean, and sew. Eat our own bread, because what these women do now, all they do is like eat out. Clothing, they don't know how to sew. Like, if you rip a hole in your jacket, you should have to buy another one. You should be able to take it to your wife, or your woman, and she should be able to sew it together, or sew you a jacket, or sew you a garment, or sew you some pants, some jeans. Only let us be called by thy name, meaning take us in. Let us be claimed by you. So it's going to be something major happening to society where women is going to get a rude awakening. But through the wars of men dying off, through the LGBTQ community, men is going to be very scarce to find. If you do find one, they ain't going to want to, probably want to deal with you. Because it's too risky and things just got too grimy. Especially a man of the Lord. Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, the nuclear destruction, and storm troops that come. Because the storm got wind with it too. And also the wind that blows in our lives of tribulations. We know how to deal with stress, and we know how to handle, we know how to be a bow and a base through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So a covert from the tempest, those the different storms that come up in our lives, we deal with it through Yahushua, and he calmed those storms. And a river of water in a dry place, as a river of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So that's the men of the Lord. And to find a man, masculine man, period, is going to be hard. But if you could find a man of the Lord that'll deal with you, and that time and day, you blessed. Because he going to make a man more precious than fine gold. As the golden wedge of Ophir, like it says in Isaiah 13. And you women that got men of the Lord, you better stick by them. You better stick by them. Don't play Lot's wife. But yeah, that was it, though. These devils is definitely trying to depopulate the earth, and they doing a good job at it. A lot of women don't want children. I mean, the older ones, they'd be like, I want children, I want to get married, which is too late. You know, they done lived out their youth and dedicated to being promiscuous and dedicated it to their careers. But the younger woman, they ain't trying to get married, you know. They trying to live it up. They don't want children. You got people getting vasectomies, you know, so they could never have children. That's because this devil, he done put a curse, you know, on having children. You know, and I could get, you know, on more scriptures. Luke 23:29. It says, "For behold, the days are coming, in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bear, and the paps which never gave suck." So people will say, people really look at you like, yo, if you got children, that's a curse. Now, like me, I'm 35 with no children. So a lot of people be like, yo, man, you know, you blessed, man. You got it made. Yo, you smart. You know, I wish I was you, you know. And they kind of like on the low envy that, you know. Because like what, most of my money, you know, I could keep. You know, I could do like, you know, I know child support and like the hell that comes along with having a child. Not saying I will just be like willingly stingy or irresponsible, but they looking at it like, yo, a lot of people go into financial slavery from what? Dealing with these women. Apostle Gabar said once, you see a man digging out of the garbage can, a lot of times it's behind a woman. You know, we see what happened with these celebrities and so on. You know, so the dynamic and the relationship bond between man and woman is being destroyed. And I would say has been destroyed, you know, to where it's not even safe to play that no more. You know, if you deal, get your shit off and, you know, that's it. You know, because you're going to pay for a woman regardless. You know, either you pay up front or you pay on the back end. The back end is what? A domestic violence bill, a lawyer fee, or 18 years of child support. You know, divorce, alimony, palimony. They even got palimony. Palimony is when you cohabitate with a woman and you and her paying bills together, but you leave and get your own shit. She could take you to court. Some states acknowledge it, some don't. She could take you to court and still make you pay your half of her rent that you was in the house with her. You know, say you was paying like $400 a month and you left like, man, fuck this, I'm out getting my own shit. She could take you to court and still make you pay that $400. You know, in California, if you marry over 10 years, in one day, you owe her alimony for a lifetime. So you could marry her at 18 and divorce at 28. You will owe her money from alimony from 28 till she died. And that could be up to 80 years old, 70 years old. You would have to pay that woman alimony. So they rigged the game to where it destroys men, and men is starting to wake up. You got these MGTOW movement, the Red Pill, these different guys, Kevin Samuels, Coach Greg Adams, just to name a few, that's coming up, and men is rebelling. And Coach Greg Adams, he got this saying 3 things, you know, no long-term relationships, no marriage, and no cohabitation. You know, just to try to play things safe, you know. So, hey, man, you know, that was longer than what I thought. But, yeah, this earth is going to hell, man. Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.